going to talk today about the Children's Aid Society and the effects that it has on us indigenous populations of the world. We as indigenous people, we all share the same struggles. And our fight is unique, but universally it's the same. We fight for privileges, we fight for our lands, we fight for our countries, we fight for our natural resources, we fight for our waters, we even fight for food. But a recent development that causes great concern among all of our nations is the fight for our children. Many parents struggle every day, perhaps for as long as we can remember in our histories. They fight for their children. The fight we share involves protecting our children, keeping them safe, providing them education, careers, a future, a happy home, a good upbringing, stability, and that welcoming home environment. But for those of us who wake up every morning and we're fighting to keep our children with us or to get them back when they've been taken from us, that is a unique struggle and fight within itself, but it exists. And so, united is our fight. And I want to bring the message that it is okay to stand and have a voice and be heard. It is okay to protect what is ours. It is okay to protect the future generations. Because in fact, we didn't inherit the land from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. They are our future. They are the strength of our communities. They will lead us. They will be in the future professions, doctors, healers, speakers, creators of many sorts and kinds. And that is a worthy cause to fight for. When the children are taken, we don't have a say anymore of what is given into their lives, how they will be treated. When they are uprooted from our communities and they are taken from the mother and father, we are potentially losing a lot. And it is the children who are suffering. But we as parents, it is our duty and it is our job to suffer even more if we have to. We have to be strong. We have to take up that fight. We have to pick up our children's cause and let them know that we'll be there for them, that we'll light the way through that darkness when they struggle to establish themselves in their own environment, wherever they may be, and they can't find a single soul that is like them. They feel for some reason they are different, or they see everybody else has a mother or a father, and why don't they have one? And everybody else has a culture and a community and places to fit in and belong. So why are they different? We will be that light. We will be that voice, that song, that prayer that will let our children know, that will let them still hear, that even in the echoes, even in the distances and the great divides, we are still there for them, and we will not give up that fight. It's not a physical or a violent fight. It's an assertion of love. Pure love, straight from our Maker. And while we protect our children's rights and give them hope for their future, help them trace their roots back to their ancestries and keep their lineages and heritages alive, we are doing our duties as parents, no matter where we may be. Our job as parents does not end when the children are separated from us. In fact, it just begins sometimes, or it is strengthened. And we have to keep our hearts and our minds pure, that our love for our children, our ability to withstand, to endure, to carry on that battle of what's in our hearts and our minds, and not give in to that shadow that tries to defeat us and conquer us and tell us, you can't do it, you won't succeed, because in fact we will succeed. Our families are what is important to us. Our families are what brought us here, to this place in time, this point in the world where we are today. We didn't raise ourselves. Our communities had a part. This creation had a part. Our Creator, God, the Lord, the Great Spirit, our protectors, and our own parents for being with us in heart wherever they may have been and however that may have went. We had somebody, some force, caring for us, loving us, dreaming for us. And in fact, that is what kept us alive. We believe we have wills, and we have callings, and we have destinies. It is because somebody has believed in us and dreamed for us. And we want to give that back to our children. We won't see them walk alone. We won't see them be hurt, abandoned, lost, or give up. We have enough strength in this world, on this beautiful earth, to provide for them forever. And so we will. Now, what I would like to talk about today is the effects of the Children's Aid Societies and how that relates to our duties as parents, as Indigenous people, when we may have been separated. We may have come to that point in our journeys where there is just no way to move forward without making a new dream and making a new change in our lives and for the destinies and lives of our children. It is not a great defeat, although if we are not strong and diligent or persevere, that is what it can be. So, we will have that discussion, and we will open our minds and our hearts to learning information about our roles as parents in the legal system. Thank you.